Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld. It's Shin's Legacy. We are still a little desperately short on food, especially with our 4 extra guests over here. At least the foggy rain stopped, and the eclipse stopped. It's only dark because it's nighttime now, but we'll finally have some light relatively soon. Blowback operation is done, which means we can start researching gun turrets next. So let's let that finish, and that'll be really good for our defenses. So I did some more reading and confirmed what I was thinking I was interpreting things last time vis-a-vis the clothing and the money making. And it looks like, yeah, basically the game is balanced that the amount of money you get for any item you produce, the value of the item is just directly proportional to the material and work that you put in. So you can choose what to make based on what your balance is of basically cloth, because in an ideal world what you basically want to do is you want to maybe consume exactly the amount of cloth that you produce before the next harvest comes in or something like that. So if you're running out of cloth early, like if you make dusters, you might run out of cloth early. If you make, or sorry, the other way around, if you make dusters, you will get a lot of money per cloth, but you might end up with an extra stockpile of cloth. And it takes a lot of time to meet each duster. So I guess it comes down to, what do you have excess? Do you have excess human, like time, work time, or do you have excess material? In our case, we feel like we have excess material, and that time is maybe the thing we were shorter on. So we are going to be focusing on making travelware. However, I did decide to go and change the rules for our other clothing networking here, and I'm going to have them grind out this stuff more aggressively. We're going to, I think before we had this filter set to normal and above, so we want to always have 2 pants available. And before we were making it so that we need to have 2 pants that were at least normal quality. Now we are needing 2 pants to be at least good quality. So they're going to grind pants as long as they can, until we have at least 2 good pants in stockpile. And so that means we might not get to the tribal wear, but we can still sell these things. And again, they're still balanced for value regardless of what we do. And then theoretically, we'll have better clothes for all of our people in there. So the order that I'm doing it in is still to try to reduce the chance that someone's walking around unhappily nude. Pants first, then a shirt, then dusters. Even though dusters are actually the most materially efficient, they take a long time to make, but take the least amount of material for that. So it might be a good idea to do it first so we can burn through a bunch of dusters before we start doing the others, but that's going to be okay. It'll be good practice for people. It'll still give us something that we can sell. And these are going to be middle of the road kind of things, right? The clothing, hats are another good example of something that's sort of balanced between the material and other things. I think on Reddit, they're saying a lot of people tend to do things like hats because they're pretty balanced between material and labor. And so that might be the Goldilocks zone, but it is really going to depend. Right now, we have tons of cotton. We have a year-round growing period, so actually cotton is going to be something that we always have a pretty good amount of. So I think tribalware will likely continue to be our money maker later on. And I don't have a problem putting the tribalware on forever over here, because in practice, we're probably going to be basically powering through this nonstop forever until our tailors get exceptionally good, so they're consistently making clothes that's at least good. I think I also changed, originally I was counting things that had as low as 50% hit points, maybe 60, but now I put it to 80, so we're going to keep making good clothes probably forever, and very rarely making tribalware. Peace talks flounder. That's too bad. So the relations didn't change, however, gave us tons of XP with LeBlanc. Now, LeBlanc did leave with a lot of food. Okay, this is fine. I mean, we're neutral. We're not going to attack, and they're theoretically not going to attack us. Can't trade with them. We'll just move on, and that's going to be a-okay. These guys are still waiting for a royal tribute, but we're not going to do that. And then, yeah, we're working on helmets over here, and major break risk for Roslyn. What's your deal, Roz? Awful barracks. Oh, right, because everyone's in our, what I consider to be an infirmary over here, and it is true, it is not terribly fancy. So what we could do is we could move one person over here. It's not a fancy bedroom, but if I did this, I don't really care who does it. Just take Pi because you're nearby. At least you won't consider yourself having the barracks. It might still be an awful bedroom, but it might be a little better. Rosalind has a corpse obsession. All right. Fine. Just going to dig up a corpse. Everyone's going to see it and get in a terrible mood. I'm going to put a urgent haul on this so that it gets buried as quickly as possible and minimize how many people see it. Luckily, while the corpse obsession maintains, at this point it basically becomes just a sad wander as far as I can tell. Food's back on the menu, boys. Some of these people aren't armed. Some of them don't have ranged weapons, but it's gonna have to be okay. Now we do have to intercept this. I'm hoping they just don't like aggro as a group instantly. They will eventually. How you don't have any weapons? Oh yeah, because you don't do violence. Right. We have to remember that. Chantal is also unarmed, but you will do violence. Let me unrestrict you and equip. Okay. Mare Revenge. Yeah, just stop here. Go here. Goro, you're also unarmed? Okay, well, I'll just unrestrict you. Yeah, unarmed. Ha! No, he's not unarmed. He has a whole 1. Go, Maliers. If we do this, you guys should be able to shoot through these guys just fine. Okay. That's all of them, so we can unrestrict. No one is restricted. Lewis, yeah. I guess I'm finished off as auto-queued for some reason. And then unforbid this. In fact, do an urgent haul on that, please. Okay, that's actually really, really good timing. I don't think Faye took a little injury. Yeah, horse leg. She was bruised in the left arm. She got kicked. Okay, caravan's leaving. There you go. Immediately into Butcher. Then immediately go into Cook. And again, we're going to have to babysit these guys to make sure... No. Oh! No! I can't recruit her to prevent her from eating this because she's got a corpse obsession. Dang it. Can you butcher? No. Yeah, recruit so you don't eat that. I know, Sly was trying to get some food too, but we need to make sure we've got a few more meals waiting for us here. Cooking simple meal, thank you. Okay, butcher some more. No, you don't have... Goro must have come from far away. Goro queued up the eating the raw horse meat before the simple meals were done. Go eat that. You're going to take one to inventory. Before you take one to inventory, because I'm just worried that that won't leave any... Well, there'd still be one more. It would be an okay-ish. There we go. All right. I mean, that's still not infinitude food, but it will help. You know what? Maybe I should have done this right away. We can plant some rice here. So, rice is not very efficient in terms of amount of work. Yeah, we'll leave that potatoes, because the harvest time is really short. And the amount of food you get is proportional to the harvest time, right? So, okay, that's interesting. So, corn takes a really long time to grow, but you get a lot of nutrition out of it. Rice doesn't take very long to grow, so you don't get very much nutrition out of it, but it's balanced. But this at least will give us another crop as quickly as possible while we're waiting. So, these guys are going to prepare... Okay, there's only 3 of them. They're fairly primitive, no firearms. That's good to see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to restrict everyone to the home zone so they don't go wandering off to the middle of wherever the heck right now. I'll just make sure that the home area encompasses these crops over here. Tell you what, encompass this as well. And we can do this. And we don't have to worry about actually home zoning between. They will walk between non-home zones to get to a home zone. So, right now, this means there will be some cleaning over here, which will be annoying long term, but is fine for now. Gun turret tech is done. I don't know if we'll get guns up in time to make a difference here. But maybe? set up a gun over here so if they come around the corner. They're probably going to come around this way. So let me go and set up a couple of guns over here. If they don't get built in time, it's not a big deal. I mean, I could force it maybe. Although it's the only... Well, there's construction over here, but there's no material for these. So presumably, assuming we have the material for the guns, and we should, these will get done fairly quickly by someone who's got construction turned on. A little extra cleaning is happening because of the zones we've marked, but it's going to be okay. Cargo pods, please be food. Alpaca wool. Well, we'll allow it. I'm not going to make a priority haul. Plus, it's outside the home zone right now, so we wouldn't actually be able to reach it. But I guess it's going to keep our clothing industry going. Yang, how good are you at crafting? Oh, only a 3. Do we want to... Well, we don't really have tremendous crafters. You have good skill, but you're not actually passionate for it. But I guess it doesn't matter if we don't care about the XP, but we want you researching anyway. Yeah, no one's terribly good at any of these. So, actually, let me turn on crafting for Sly. He's mostly going to be doing research, but the research is still a high priority, but sometimes other people will be in there. So, yeah, I guess they can still work on it for exercise. Okay, they're beginning their assault, which is okay. Now, Pi is a pacifist, so we will do that. It's possible some of these guys still are armed, but I guess that's going to have to be okay. We'll move you out over here as a group. I wish I had the click and drag mod. The click and drag mod for the military adds some extra stuff, too, that I was like, didn't necessarily care about the same way. Okay, meleers, just stand back for a sec. Long arms. Short. Oh, shit! Didn't realize there was 2 groups. I don't think the game has built-in hotkeys for groups. Okay, and they're starting to come the other way now. We'll just get the meleers to take care of this back group. Goro has nothing because I don't think we had any weapons for you, so I'll just under-recruit you at this point. They are fleeing already. You're downed. But that's only one group that's fleeing. Maybe these guys are fleeing too. No, they're going to cover. Yeah. They're injured. Actually, you two are injured. You can just stop and do whatever. This one's injured, so we are able to catch up to them, which is nice. They are using the rocks for cover, which means what I should probably do going forward is make sure that these 2 stones, we'll put an urgent haul on there. No storage space. I think it's just because of permissions. You probably are just bruised. Actually, how are you? You've got a cut. Yeah, get some help. Come here and then move this way. I don't think the stones are as good cover. Is there a way to find out? 50% cover. That actually might literally be as good as this. 57% cover. Alright, we have slightly more cover. Mostly we have better weapons. What we're going to do... Okay, we've got 2 medical beds set up. Well, what I'll do short term is I'm going to flag all these as medical beds, and we'll unflag some shortly. Down. Ooh. This bedroom is going to become a prisoner room. Probably. Faye might get shot here. Okay, now that they're engaging me in melee, I'll pull back. There we go. This works out pretty nicely, actually. Done. All right. Recruit, unrecruit. Just make sure to reset it. Rosalind, how you looking? Oh, you are in great shape. You can't dumb labor. You can research. You're not, you don't have passion for it. We could keep you as a prisoner. And sell you. I don't think any of that's worthwhile. I think what we're going to do is we are going to... Oh, shit! I got confused. I thought this... Never mind. I forgot this was one of ours. Rescue. It's not one of our main people, but yeah, no. All right. My bad. All right, lots of hospital beds set up. No one was really seriously injured. Not even Rosalind. Rosalind's actually in pretty good shape, which is nice to see. Medical things are happening. Keep in mind that our guests are not going to get real medicine, but luckily we've got some herbal meds available. The harvest is happening right this second. That's wonderful timing, actually. I wonder if I should set up another door over here, but I might want to double door it as an airlock. If we had auto doors, what I might do is like just build an airlock here, here, and here. But I don't want to slow down people's movements because I think that would cost us more time than having to walk around here to bring things into the freezer is. So yeah, no serious injuries. Still low on food. We might have to harvest a few more ducks when they grow up a little more. We'll see. Well, I mean, we do have some meals because we got, you know, a little bit of horse meat, which is good. What I'm going to do maybe is keep that a little higher. Since we do have some more people. I mean, that's the one we're really not eager to have that fill out. But yeah, we'll keep a few more. That's going to have to be okay. Oh, the refugees are leaving all of a sudden. Okay, I won't forget we're done. Theoretically, they were happy about that. No one insta-joined us. Caravan, wait. I'm sorry, are you not coming home on your own? This whole time, I was assuming that LeBlanc was coming home on his own. Shoot. And we don't have a research project, which might be okay, because I was kind of okay with people taking other jobs, but I suppose I should queue up something. Drug production would be another way to make money. I don't think it's quite a priority, though. At some point, we are going to need fancy clothes. I don't know. I think I like the idea of people walking around in heavy plate armor. Medicine, good. Some solar panels for various tech might be good. Auto doors. I mean, that's going to start consuming a lot of our components and things, I think. If not just for the construction, but also when it breaks down. The multi-analyzer is a good investment as early as you can because it boosts your research speeds. And some of these need multi-analyzers as well to access. We actually have access to geothermal, basically, right in our main base, right? Should we just pop this and then where power is sorted? Or sterile materials for the hospital. This would be pretty fast. One day the all melee build is going to happen. And at some point hospital builds too. I think we're going to do this. We have someone missing a hand. Hold on. Okay. Sterile materials. Into the prosthetics. So we can fix some missing hands. Let me just start with that, and then we're going to see where we go next. I can change the assignments over here. Unrestrict everyone. Oh, there is literally no storage space for this. Oh, because that's just set to that. I mean, that's fine. Is it only whining because it's set to, like, high priority? If I just tell you to do a haul, then you're okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. So yeah, we still have all the granite flag to get hauled in at some point, so that will get done. Rosalind still hasn't left, but she's going to be okay. Can I turn off her, say, listen, just don't use any more medicine on her. She's leaving, and she's actually in fine shape. I actually don't think there would be any more medicine being used on her, so don't think it makes a difference. We'll do this just in case something weird happens, but at some point, Rosalind should get up and just leave of her own accord. We still haven't had any of those people auto-join us, which is too bad. Tons of chunks all over the place still. Okay, before all this alpaca wool runs out, I'll put an urgent haul on that. That's going to be okay. And what I'll also do is I'll select all of these chunks. I'll put a normal quality or normal priority haul on that so that some of it will eventually get brought in here, which will just save some time for our smelter. Or, you know, let us multi-thread it. Inspired surgery for Pi. Well, if we had to do any surgery right now, if we had any prosthetics, we might do that. Oh, our stockpile is full. Let's get one. I'm going to put one over here because I mean, we're going to do something with this space eventually. But for now, there's not really much. So we'll plan with a trade beacon like this. Really do need someone to start working on those blocks again. Alright, LeBlanc is back. Well, LeBlanc actually tends to be a block crafter, so hopefully we'll start getting some again here. Because we need to wall up around this area. Yeah, and we legit don't have any storage space. We can leave this outside for a little bit. I mean, it's going to decay, and anything that gets stored there... Oh, of course we get a botched construction. I don't know if we have any special settings over here, but we'll just copy and be ready to paste. We might want to make this preferred. Oh my god. The botched construction over and over. Oh, Goro. Hang on. You need to be brought down, especially one-armed. This is something a little bit more meaningful. We need... I guess I might need to force Pi to go and do this. Quest completed. Rosalind the Unknown Nomad. Oh yeah, the Nomads finally left. The last one who was injured. Now, at some point, I might want to crank up the construction again just to help with some of the bulk stuff. I don't know. This is in granite. I'll make some walls that are different material over here. You know what? This wall's out of limestone. I know there's tons of limestone around, even though it's not in our base right now. We'll create a stockpile, and we will plan some limestone walls thusly. And if I recall correctly, this is so large that we actually do need some roof support. We'll only need the one, I think. Because it just needs to cover the middle. So there'll be something like that. Doors will be made out of wood because they are lighter and faster. Metal would also work, and we don't actually have any wood right now. But that's going to be okay. The only thing, we need to make sure it's under a roof so it doesn't decay. It doesn't have to be indoors. It just has to be under a roof to not decay. Although, I guess walls need to be up so that the roofs can go up. But what I could do here is, because it'll auto-roof it when it's enclosed, but if I do this, it'll force the roof to start to fill up. Which is going to be nice. Now, anywhere that it can, right, where it doesn't need the column. What I could do with these edges, I could also make these stockpiles and use the stockpile things I have no interest in ever selling. But for now, we don't have to worry too much about it. So yeah, I could make this a low priority stockpile so that it prefers putting things over here, which is near the crafting, but then people are shuffling things back and forth all the time, and I think that'll annoy me. So, no, this is going to be okay. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll put some things away, and that's going to be good. Oh, the column did go up. So this should get supported. Psychic suppressor for pay. Wait, what? Enemy has been harassing. Wants to use a signal to draw him. Okay. If he does, the enemies will activate a site nearby. It's a psychic suppressor machine. They will tune to the male gender, and 4 man-hunting squirrels are wandering nearby. Hang on. Enemies have been harassing the settlement. He wants your people... He wants your help using signals to draw them towards the patch. Activate a site nearby. So, I'm confused. Am I only fighting 4 man-hunting squirrels? That's not so bad. The psychic suppressor machine, is that something I'm going to have to destroy? Does that just mean that I'm not going to be able to use my psychic powers? We get a Psylink Neuroformer. Forms are upgrades of Psylink in the user's mind. User presses the device over their eyes where it links to the brain directly and restructures part of it. Afterwards, the device disintegrates into a worthless ash. It's worth a lot of money. I could sell it or use it. Accept. Psychic suppressor. Oh, like right nearby. And it's got 4 squirrels. Do I have a time limit on this? I don't see a time limit, which is good, because I don't want to go now. Oh, Let's not make this a prisoner room for the prisoner who was never a prisoner. Okay, psychic suppression is now in place. So, I think until I deal with that, I can't use my psychic powers. Now I understand. Psychic powers aren't something that are critically important to me. We do have the burden available on LeBlanc, but that is it. We do have a couple of guns set up. In the interest of not having to rewire absolutely everything, for now, I'm just going to set them up, like, just pair them up in a couple of different places like that. I forgot we'd have to run some cable out for these things. Alright, Sly doing some research. If we want to do the sterile floor, we'll need a bunch of silver, which we don't necessarily have a ton of. Come on, right, so we have 4 meals. Any wildlife? Nope. I'm going to try to avoid doing another early harvest, although we may not have much choice in the matter. Suppose we could have eaten the human corpses. I mean, it's meat, but I don't know. Oh, I think what we're going to do for our areas here, the barn, I'm going to make sure is not going to involve going inside of that. Not that I think it's an issue, but just in case food stuff happen to get stored inside of here later on. And I guess before a trader comes, we are going to want to make sure to have power out over here. I don't know if that'll reach. We may have to, like, go inside here. And we're going to want some flagstone all over the place at some point, but we can wait on that. Priority is maybe just getting this. It is basically all roofed. And so I think, like this over here, it does say deteriorating because of outdoors. Maybe I'm just thinking of the batteries have to be covered so that we don't, they don't zut. Maybe they still decay until they're fully enclosed. LeBlanc is crafting the helmets, which is still a really good value. Playing horseshoe. I might want to force you to make blocks instead of the helmets. What I might want to do as well is, right now, I'm trying to get some sandstone. I'm going to do a copy-paste of the sandstone blocks. So they're actually first in the list. And you're relaxing. I'm going to get you to make some blocks instead, buddy. Yeah, we're going to make sandstone because that's what's queued up over here. So the psychic suppression's a little annoying, but not a deal breaker in any way. Yeah, a couple random guns. I would like to get a bunch of blocks. I'd like to really get the block generation going again so that I can enclose this whole area, and I'll feel a lot better. Especially since it doesn't feel like our power is getting hammered just a scooch. Now, we could send a trade caravan somewhere, but I don't think that's really in the cards for us, especially with no pack animals. Combat supplier, ship. Beautiful. LeBlanc, I know you're sleeping. Now... Oh, more health. Hang on. Is it the psychic suppression? Oh shit, it's giving you a 50% penalty there. Well, that is really poor. I didn't realize that was doing so much. So we'll use Yang instead. Also poor health. Wait. Oh, which is hitting everyone. Although his is only 50%. Maybe because he's not actually psychic. Alright, well, we gotta take it. We're gonna buy your components, because that's still something we need to do. We're gonna buy a ton of medicine. What can we sell you? We can sell you some shitty helmets. Hold on. I think I have something screwed up with my helmet making job. I'm gonna sell some of these. I still want a bunch of real medicine. It'd be nice if we could buy food. Now we'll get a caravan that comes and can give us food. We're gonna spend all of our silver on some proper medicine and components. And yeah, what is going on here with the helmet job? Oh! Wrong way around. That's what happened. I was only counting things at low hit point amounts. And actually, let me set this to something like 70%. But only count things that are normalies. Yeah, we have a ton of these helmets. And people are equipped. So actually, we do have an excess. We can just go ahead and dump all these helmets. Done. And as I say, we've got some helmets over here, which aren't being sold because this trade beacon doesn't have power. I think this has got to come in. You know what? I'll just run the power directly to the middle. That's going to be fine. Group of travelers, although it doesn't say they have anything to trade. Yeah, but this also explains... Let me cancel this unfinished job. That explains why we weren't making blocks, because people were constantly just making these because I'd had the filter set wrong. Which people probably have told me about in the comments at this point, but I'm pre-recording these episodes again. So, yeah. I wonder if those are fertilized or unfertilized eggs. You are eating fertilized duck eggs. Well, what are you going to do, huh? Let's harvest a few of these potatoes. We've got actual starvation happening as well. These potatoes are nearly done. The corn still has a long way to go. No, there's a cougar. Actually, we need to hunt the cougar before it hunts us. Pie, you're pacifist, so we can drop you. Everyone else come over here. Plus, you know, meat. So, it looks like we can still actually burden. So I guess I was wrong about the psychic suppression. It just makes people miserable. Go. All that. We'll also have to babysit again to make sure that... Oh, you're moving so slow, Pie. To make sure that people aren't eating the raw meat. Oh, they're eating some raw potato here. At least they won't get a disease from that, but yeah. There's not enough potatoes to cook a meal. Immediately butcher. Cook. Oh, you were hauling leather. You're consuming the meat. You're consuming the meat. I say, close these doors, please. I'm not going to get as many meals as this we might hoped. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to recruit, unrecruit anyone in case anyone was coming for the meat immediately. I'm going to immediately just have you keep cooking, though. Hopefully we don't get, like, things are dirty. After you're done eating, let's do a little bit of cleaning around the kitchen here. Dun, dun, dun. Heat stroke. Yeah, 39 degrees. I think people are getting a lot hotter than they used to. When they were wearing the cowboy hats, they were actually really comfortable. Yeah, maximum comfortable temperature is only about 29 degrees here. I think with the hat, they were above 40. Because you get that shade, but I really want them to wear these helmets. I don't know if there's other layering of clothes or particular outfits we could have people wear that would help some more. I'm not sure. Now, we could try to call some of our buddies. Also, we just have to wait. I hope that more of these crops finish. We can do some more emergency potato harvest soon. We have no active starvation, which is at least something. Someone might go and eat this cougar meat, though, which would be... a bunch of fucking camels. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay. Get out here. Get over here. Gore, you still don't have a weapon. Actually, some of these move slowly as well. LeBlanc, I'm going to cancel you. Let's bring you here. Drafted attack. It's possible the person with the handgun can't shoot these guys right now. Okay, and around the corner. Excellent. Unrecruit. Unforbid. Yeah, allow all. Any of these guys wiggly? No, good. I'll urgently haul. Reset you. Daze, tantrum. Ugh. It's not great. Especially since they might go and decide to grab the raw meat, and I won't be able to do the recruit trick to prevent them from eating the raw meat. You need material. You do have it, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's sort of sly that we want to have cook here. Yank, what is your actual cooking skill at? Okay, 5. Oh! Yeah, there you are. You're the lowest of the people who can cook, but you can. So you just need to drop it so that we technically have the material available. No! Oh my god! He almost finished cooking the meal and then went into a sad wander. Stupid, stupid son of a bitch. Okay, you're hauling the dromedary. Oh. It's because of the priority haul. I was like, I thought he was still like way out there, but no. Now, Sly, we're not gonna be able to prevent you from eating raw food. Hopefully you don't all get worms. You're also not getting very good nutrition out of it. It's like super inefficient, but I can't cancel. I can't stop them from doing this. Inspired surgery. How do you move really slowly? Oh yeah, bad back. Yeah, your moving is 19%. Jeez. So we still need people to go and haul in those things. Visitors with some items to trade. Let's go and have a wee meetup. Now these look like tribals. They might have pemmican. Oh yeah, I forgot you're just shitty, but there you go. Tons of food. Don't need herbal meds. We're growing it now. No need to buy that. The other thing that's quite nice is we can sell you a ton of crap over here. Which we are going to... Oh, you don't have enough money for this. Done. Have a bunch of poor pants. For all your food. I mean, I guess I may as well buy the herbal meds then. There you go. Boom. And let's do an urgent haul on this stuff. Get it indoors. Include the pemmican, which will go there because it... oh, it does... Pemmican does have to be refrigerated. It goes really slowly, but it does actually have to be refrigerated. Sorry, Pie, you were probably doing something. Yeah, you were hauling this one. You know what? You move so slowly, though. Pie, you move so slowly. Turn off your haul plus. And your hauling. Good. You'll still finish the haul job. That's good. A gift. Oh, thank you. Please be food. You've got flak pants. Well, we could use a little bit more body armor, I guess. You know what, Pie? I'm going to recruit you and recruit you. Oh, you're still doing the haul, though. Interesting. Even with the hauling turned off, I think they still have the behavior of, well, if I'm walking towards a job and there's something that needs to be hauled, I will still do it. I mean, and Pie literally has to walk this way. So even though we don't want Pie hauling because Pie's slow, I guess if you're going to walk that way anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. A little more raw food becomes available. Yang doing a little more cooking for us. Thank you. Go ahead and butcher as well. All that, I guess that's going to be fine. And then you're going to go back to cooking. which still isn't fantastic, but I guess it's going to have to be what it's going to have to be. You're going to start a social fight. Sure. Hey, you gained a level of melee. I guess that's a thing. All right, we're eating a little bit of pemmican. Interesting. It looks like people are preferring the pemmican to the cooked meals. I wonder why that is. Nutrition 0.05. Nutrition, yeah. So the pemmican's not as nutritious, but I mean, I guess it's okay. I'll have to eat again faster, but it's not really a problem. I guess I don't really care what they eat. The pemmican might be nice for us to like haul food places. But yeah, we're clearly gonna have to take care of those rats like ASAP. Maybe now. You know what? Well, I gotta put a cut in this episode, but yeah, we're gonna have the psychic expression is terrible. We have to go, or not rats, squirrels. Men hunting squirrels. All right, we'll put a cut in here. Squirrels, next episode. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.